For now, more on this, we go to Mozambique. We are now joined by the Southern African Human Rights Lawyers High Commissioner, Professor Talent Ruser. Prof, good evening. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. The riots in Mozambique are post-election riots, and oftentimes those are classified as deeply violent that borders on human rights violations. What is the view of the High Commission's office on the ongoing protests that we're seeing, post-election protests in particular?
Thank you so much. The truth of the matter is there have been a lot of violations of human rights in the Mozambican side, and especially regarding the killings of top opposition officials, which actually sparked the unrest. And there have been so many people who got killed throughout the process. When they were protesting, the state security has been sent and they killed more than 50 people now. And this is a result of a perpetuated debilitating dilemma within the region, which is the continuation of illegitimacy within our governments. The Mozambican election is fluid. There were a lot of irregularities throughout the electoral processes. And whatever that is happening in Mozambique right now is just a slap on the face of democracy. And it's actually a vulgar sobriquet on the face of the people of Mozambique and the Southern Africa region at large. And it's in this regard that we have launched an investigation to find out what exactly conspired in Mozambique, which is something that also led us into understanding that there have been an interference by the Zimbabwean president and the Zimbabwean ruling party, which has been sending people to vote from the Zimbabwean side when the Mozambican elections was happening.
Prof, what evidence is there to suggest that the Zimbabwean president had used Zimbabwean nationals to interfere and misconstrue or at least distort the outcome of the Mozambican elections?
Well, it's not the first time that the Zimbabwean president and the ruling is trying to interfere with the neighboring elections, and that is not a secret. We saw that happening in Botswana, which resulted in the people of Botswana protesting against him. We saw that even in South Africa. Now it's in Mozambique, and we have some videos that we got from a news media in Zimbabwe, which is called The Mirror, which actually went on the event where Zimbabweans were given voters' IDs, where Zimbabweans were given Mozambican IDs to vote for Frelimo, and they even testified in those videos that they had voted and they were happy that they had voted for Frelimo, considering that is their neighboring country and they could get some benefits. It's not a secret. We even saw one of the Frelimo officials campaigning for ZANU-PF in Zimbabwe when there were elections in Zimbabwe. This is not a secret. It's something that needs to be faced.
Prof, have you managed to corroborate the video evidence in your possession that suggests that the Zimbabwean president had deployed Zimbabwean nationals to go and vote in the Mozambican elections? You have the video evidence which you received from news media outlet The Mirror. Has it been corroborated?
We have sent the video. I have sent the video to Sophie Mokoena, which actually shows Zimbabweans who have been voting, who had voted for Frelimo from the Zimbabwean side.
Just a very important question here, and I think this is then the crux of the matter. The Constitutional Court of Mozambique has not yet ratified the election results. They're yet to do so. Given the profound claim that you're making that the Zimbabwean government, or at least the Zimbabwean president and Zimbabwean nationals, had interfered in the Mozambican election, does that mean that the Constitutional Court of Mozambique cannot ratify those results as free and fair?
Those results can never be rectified to be free and fair. You cannot rectify an illegality. We cannot allow such illegitimacy to be legitimized. The election was not free, the election was not fair, and the evidence is there. You have seen how many people died throughout the elections, and this evidence that we are giving out is a part of the rigging that happened in Mozambique.
Yeah. Prof. Talent Ruser, thank you so much for your time this evening. Really do appreciate it. That is the High Commissioner of the Southern African human rights lawyers. We will reach out to Zimbabwean authorities, in particular the Office of the President of Zimbabwe, for a right of reply on the claim that they had interfered with the Mozambican elections.